Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. Everybody want to be the best until it's time to do what the best do. See, the road to greatness, that ain't a paved highway. It's full of potholes, detours, and a whole lot of people telling you to turn around, but you ain't got to listen to them. Let me break it down for you right now. There are 9 ways to become the best at anything, and I don't care where you come from, what your past is, or how many times life hit you in the mouth. If you've still got breath in your body, you've still got time to win. A lot of people think success is about having the most talent, the best connections, or the perfect circumstances. But let me tell you something real. None of that matters if you're not consistent. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you only show up when you feel like it, if you only give your best effort every now and then, you're not going to make it. Meanwhile, there's someone out there with half your skill set, half your resources, and 0 excuses, who's outworking you every single day. And guess what? Over time, they're going to pass you because consistency always wins. See, consistency is about doing the right thing over and over, even when you're tired, even when nobody's watching, even when you're not getting instant results. It's waking up early to practice when it would be easier to sleep in. It's studying when everyone else is out partying. It's choosing the grind over comfort. And that right there, that's what separates the average from the extraordinary. You don't become great by doing something once or twice. You become great by doing it so often it becomes second nature. Champions are made in repetition. You think Kobe Bryant got to where he was because of talent alone? Nah. That man practiced more before sunrise than most people did all day. Talent gave him a starting point. Consistency made him a legend. The truth is, talent will get you noticed, but consistency will get you respected. People might clap for you once because you're naturally gifted, but they'll follow you when they see that you keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and keep delivering results day in and day out. Consistency builds trust, it builds momentum, and over time it builds greatness. And here's the thing, consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about not quitting. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it, even when you're discouraged, even when you're not sure it's working. Because success doesn't come from doing big things once. It comes from doing small things repeatedly over time. Those little habits, those daily choices, they add up. That's the compound effect of consistency. Too many people quit too early because they expect overnight results. They want to see success on day 5 of doing what successful people have done for 5 years. But the best, they understand that the results always show up later. The seed you plant today won't bear fruit tomorrow, but if you keep watering it, keep showing up and stay consistent, it's going to grow. It has to. So if you want to be the best at anything, don't just ask yourself, am I talented enough? Ask yourself, am I consistent enough? Because talent is potential, but consistency, that's the proof. And the ones who win in the end, they're not always the most gifted. They're the ones who kept going when others stopped. Everything you achieve in life starts with your mindset. It's not your situation, your background, or your connections. It's how you think that shapes where you go. The truth is, your mind can either be your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. You can be the most talented, most prepared, most gifted person in the room, but if your mind is full of doubt, fear, negativity, you will talk yourself out of opportunities before they even have a chance to reach you. That's why protecting your mindset isn't optional, it's survival. The world is full of distractions and noise. Every time you turn on your phone or scroll through social media, somebody's out there living a life that looks better than yours. And if you're not careful, you'll start measuring your worth by someone else's highlight reel. You'll start doubting your journey because it doesn't look like theirs. But your mind has to be trained to focus forward, not sideways. You have to guard your thoughts like a gate, because not everything deserves space in your head. Negative voices, shut them out. People who drain your energy, distance yourself. Doubt? Speak louder than it. What you feed your mind every day becomes the foundation of your belief system. If all you feed it is fear and limitation, that's exactly what you'll act on. But if you fill it with faith, discipline, and possibility, you'll start moving like someone who believes they were born to win. Mindset is not some motivational quote you post on a Monday. It's a daily commitment to focus on what's possible, even when everything around you tells you otherwise. And here's the thing most people don't realize, your mind listens to everything you say. So when you speak about yourself, when you say I'm not good enough or I'll never make it, you're programming your brain to make that your truth. But when you say, I've got this, I'm built for this, I'm still learning, but I'm not stopping, that becomes your reality. You have to speak life into yourself. You have to become your own hype man. There will always be critics. There will always be doubters. But if your own voice becomes one of them, that's when you've got a problem. The best of the best don't just master their craft, they master their mind. They talk to themselves differently. They don't get shaken by temporary losses. They don't get thrown off by other people's opinions. They stay rooted in their belief that they're built for more. So protect your mindset like it's your life, because in a way it is. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. You can choose what you focus on, what you speak, what you believe, and what you allow in. And when your mind is aligned with your mission, there's not a single obstacle that can stop you for long. Success doesn't come to the most comfortable, it comes to the most committed. In every room you walk into, every field you step into, there's always going to be someone smarter, more experienced, more naturally talented. That's just life. But the one thing that will always set you apart, the one thing no one can take from you, is your work ethic. If you're willing to outwork everybody in the room, you don't have to be the most gifted. You just have to be the most driven. And that drive, that's what gets noticed. That's what opens doors. That's what turns average into great. When you decide you're going to be the one who stays later, who shows up earlier, who prepares longer, who digs deeper, you automatically put yourself in a league most people aren't willing to enter. Because people talk about success like it's a dream, but the best treat it like a job. They don't wait to feel motivated. They get up and do it whether they feel like it or not. That's what separates the ones who want it from the ones who have it. You've got to be the person who's hungry to improve every single day. Not just when it's easy, not just when people are watching, but when it's lonely, when it's quiet, when no one is clapping for you yet. Because here's the truth. Most people want the spotlight, but they're not willing to sweat in the shadows. You've got to be okay with doing the hard, unglamorous, repetitive work that no one sees. That's where greatness is built. And don't be fooled, hard work doesn't always mean exhaustion. It means focus. It means sacrifice. It means choosing growth over comfort day after day. You'll miss some fun. You'll say no to distractions. You'll look crazy to people who don't understand your grind. But while they're sleeping on their dreams, you'll be building yours. You might not always win right away, but when you outwork everyone, you make progress every time. You build habits that create momentum. You develop skills that others never bother to master. And eventually you look up and realize while everyone else was trying to catch a break, you became unstoppable. This mindset isn't about ego. It's not about proving you're better than anybody else. It's about proving to yourself that you're willing to do whatever it takes. Because deep down, you know what it costs to be